the BigKD eyes and ears of the community. We are the home of the BigKD Morning Show and on the web at thebigkd.com. Costee J sitting in for the Killer Diller today. And our special guest in the studio with me today is the lovely LaWanda Lewis Burrell, author from Greenville, Alabama, by way of Houston, Texas. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, sir. And I know that you got a new book out.
Yes.
And you're having a book release event. So tell me, how did things get started for Miss LaWanda Burrell, and how did we get to this point where we are today?
Well, again, thank you for having me. This is such an opportunity to be back in my home state, hometown, Greenville, Alabama. Stand Up, Speak Up Because Your Time's Up is about a shy, small-town girl from Alabama, but had some big city dreams. She learns to speak her truth in the time of adversity. The trajectory of my stories will motivate you to live a life of purpose, know your self-worth, be kind to one another, and learn to love and forgive. And that's something that we all go through. My background started, I'm originally, like I said, from Greenville, and I graduated from Stillman College in Tuscaloosa. After finishing at Stillman, I relocated to Houston, Texas, where I began a career in HR. I had my career for about 20 years and got my dream job being an HR director. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, what happened was when I started the position, I noticed a lot of unethical behaviors. When I spoke up, I was harassed, retaliated, and fired. This actually birthed my book. I prayed to God, asked God my purpose, to reveal my purpose. One day I was in the closet saying a prayer. I pulled the box down and out popped a journal. This journal was something that I had written 5 years prior. I started reading the journal, started typing, and within 2 weeks, a book was birthed. And I just want everyone that's listening to know that sometimes a letdown is not always bad. God is redirecting you into a new chapter of your life. And that's exactly what he did for me. And I'm just so grateful to be able to share my gift with the world of writing. I will be having a book signing. I'm so excited. In Greenville this Saturday, December the 28th. It will be at the Greenville Public Library from 11 o'clock until 1 o'clock. So please, if you're in the area, please come and support me. If you're not able to come to the book signing, you can also get my book on Amazon. It's also on Barnes & Nobles, Lifetime Christian Stores, as well as soon will be on Apple iTunes. You can also follow me at author LaWanda Burrell, also on Instagram at WandaVision 2020, and Twitter at LaWanda Lewis BU2. So please follow me and support me. This is something, a journey that I've never seen before, but I'm super duper excited.
We're talking to LaWanda Lewis Burrell. She's from Greenville, Alabama, and of course, the book is called Stand Up, Speak Up Because Your Time Is Up. What does that contain to? What are we going to be reading in that book once we purchase that book and find out what it's all about? What will we be seeing in the book?
In the book, it's a journey of my life. Basically, it's about me learning how to have a voice and speak up for injustices. Sometimes in life, we face different obstacles and we don't know how to handle ourselves. We don't know what to say. Mm-hmm. So most of the time, we just deal with it. In this book, I take you on a journey from birth all the way up until now, 43 years old, about different situations where I had to speak up. For instance, childhood bullying was one, harassment. Mm-hmm. I also educate you on financial literacy as well as reading literacy. I talk about having very healthy lifestyles of living, also family support and forgiveness. That's something that we all go through. Mm-hmm. And throughout my journey, I had to learn how to forgive. And forgiveness is not always for you. Sometimes it's for the other person, and it's for you to release, the stress from your life to move on to further blessings. And so that's mainly what the book entails. And it's just a lot of life lessons, just something that can help you along the way.
Okay, let's go back in your life and tell me what it's like growing up as a female person in Greenville, Alabama, and going on to where you are today. Tell me something. What is it like to grow up in Greenville?
Greenville is a beautiful city. It's a very small town, but like I said, small town doesn't have to mean small thinking. I grew up in a 2-parent home. My parents, Mr. Willie Earl and B. Esther Lewis, I know they're listening. I had a very lovely childhood and upbringing. My parents actually sheltered me from a lot of evils of the world. But as I got older, I experienced things like racism, which actually at the time it hurt, but it actually made me stronger. So sometimes in life we go through things and it's not always pleasurable. It doesn't always feel good, but it gives you that tough skin that you need to face the world. And that's what I experienced. And I love being from a small town. Everybody knows everybody. You get that, you get that family feeling that, you can't always get in a big city. I love Houston. There's plenty opportunity there, but I'm so thankful that I was blessed with the foundation of a small town. That way I can appreciate those big cities.
We're talking to LaWanda Lewis Burrell, now author. LaWanda Lewis Burrell, she's got her new book, Stand Up, Speak Up, because your time's up, and she's having her book release event happening this Saturday. That's going to be where now, once again?
This Saturday, Greenville Public Library, 11 o'clock until 1 o'clock. I hope to see you there.
Okay, now, did you attend high school in Greenville? Did you go to Greenville High?
Yes, I am proud class of 1994. I'm sure some of my classmates are listening out there. Greenville High School, wonderful, wonderful education. I absolutely love it. I hope to see some of my classmates. I'm recruiting all my classmates and family and friends to come out and support me on Saturday. I want to give a quick shout out if you don't mind. I know my babies are listening. I have my three beautiful little ones, Naziah, Nyla, and Naylin, and I just want to say hello to you. Mommy loves you and keep making Mommy and Daddy proud. Audio books are coming out very soon. My husband is my life partner as well as my business partner, and he and I just produced an audio book, hopefully to be released in a couple of weeks. I am the narrator, and he is actually the producer. So we're very proud of all of these blessings that's coming from God. We're just open to welcome this new journey.
Okay, once again, we're talking to LaWanda Lewis Burrell. She's got a new book out. It's called Stand Up, Speak Up, because your time is up. And, I don't want to say your time is up. We'll give you a few extra minutes to talk about what it was like leaving Greenville High School and then going on to Stillman. What made you want to go to Stillman?
Actually, Stillman, I was motivated to attend Stillman by my history teacher. She recommended Stillman. That was her alma mater. And Stillman gave me that same sense of small town feeling, but a family-oriented environment. It's a very small school, very lovely school. Everybody knows everybody, wonderful staff. Basically, that school taught me how to stand up, because I did face a lot of adversity at Stillman, something that I'm very proud of because, like I said, it makes you stronger. But it gave me the leadership ability that I needed to face the world and to face a new career. So that was like a foundation for me. And I recommend, if there's any youth out there listening and you're looking for a school that gives you that one-on-one learning, that family-oriented atmosphere, to consider going to Stillman. Go out and take a tour, because it is a very good school, very good education that you would absolutely love.
You talked about adversity. You talked about that in Greenville, and then you talked about adversity in Tuscaloosa at Stillman, and now you end up in Houston, where I'm sure that is really interesting. Give me some insight on how we go from adversity in Greenville to adversity at Stillman to Houston, Texas.
Well, at 22 years old, you think you know everything, but you don't. And I quickly learned that leaving Alabama, I was, looking for a job opportunity also, I was running from injustices that I had faced in Alabama. Little did I know, moving to a big city creates bigger adversities. And I experienced that as well in Houston. But like I said, it made me stronger, and I was able to, deal with things. And I prayed a lot. Prayer changes things. And I prayed a lot. And through those adversities, like I said, it birthed a book. It birthed more job opportunities. So sometimes life, throws you lemons, as they say. But you know what? You just got to fight it and make lemonade. And that's exactly what I did with my book. I didn't let those adversities defeat me. Nobody has a perfect life. Whatever life throws you, whatever you're going through in life, know that it's temporary, and know that you can overcome anything through prayer, through God. You can overcome anything. And I just encourage anybody right now. We're going into the year of 2020. Sometimes your plans may fail, but in order for God's plan to prevail, you have to just deal with things sometimes, but know that it's temporary and God has you in the palm of his hands. And I know I'm talking with someone right now. So just look at 2020 as a year of beginnings, something that you can learn from the past into the future.
Tell me how hard it is to write a book. Is that a very difficult chore to sit down and write a book? And how long did it take you to actually get this book published?
Well, the process is, it depends on what process you want to go towards. You can either go through a publisher or you can go through self-publishing. Going through a publisher, I would say at the beginning, it was smooth sailing. The easy part to me was writing the book because it only took me 2 weeks. And I had all of the things that I wanted to say, so it just poured out of me. Mm-hmm. The most difficult part of the process is the editing, because sometimes you go back and forth with the publisher. You may want to say things one way, but they're like, that's not grammatically correct. Mm-hmm. So it was a lot of back and forth. I would recommend, if you're ever considering writing a book, which I would recommend anyone to write a book, because we're all walking with a story to tell, and someone can learn from your story. I would recommend that you practice patience, number one, because you may get a deadline of 6 months and it turns out to be 2 years. So patience is the key with everything in life. You have to practice patience, but with the book writing, practice patience, because it's a lot of back and forth, and you just want to make sure that once your book is published, that it is 100% how you want it to be. You want to be satisfied. You're putting your time, your energy, and your money into this project, and you want to get the most out of what you're working towards. So make sure you have the time. Make sure, and I'm going to recommend, it may not take you 2 weeks. It may take a lot longer than that. But I would say write a little every day. Sometimes if you just write 10 minutes of something, before you know it, you'll build up an entire book.
We're talking once again to LaWanda Lewis Burrell. She's a class of what down in?
1994.
Class of 94 down in Greenville High School. Look out. Okay. And she's having her book release affair. That's going to be happening on Saturday, starting at 11 o'clock. That's at the public library down in Greenville. I'm sure she's trying to get all her classmates to come out, and everybody in Greenville kind of knows everybody. So.
Oh, yes, they do. And a special shout out to my sorors of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. I can't forget them, and my sisters of the Order of Eastern Star, who is a big support of this event, and I thank them so much.
Oh, that's great. Okay, 11 o'clock on Saturday. Come out and get the book, and have Miss LaWanda Lewis Burrell sign the book, and hey, I'm sure it's going to be great reading.
Yes.
I'm sure it is. And what's the cost of the book?
Well, if you want paperback, the paperback books are $30.
Mm-hmm.
A hardcover book is $40.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, audiobooks will be coming out very soon, as well as ebooks.
Okay.
And just a special note, my husband and I are working on an online business. So if you're not able to attend, and I understand it is around the holidays, But we have Square, an online store that we're creating. So if you make sure you follow me on Facebook, that's at author LaWanda Burrell. That's on Facebook. If you follow me, you can get an update on all of our upcoming events as well as our products that's coming out.
Okay, so are you doing this like full time now, or are you still working out in Houston?
I am actually doing this full time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very active in Houston. I am a executive board member with the African American Library at the Gregory School in Houston. I also work on a project called the Harris County Remembrance Project, which is similar to the Legacy Museum. And I'm going to tell you a special note of the book. I was blessed by a woman that was visiting the Legacy Museum last year out in Houston. So you got to get the book because this is a blessing that doesn't have to happen often. The same state I was running from is the same state I got blessed in. So you got to check that out. It's in the book. I can't spill the beans. So you got to buy the book to hear about my blessing at the Legacy Museum way in Houston, Texas.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Makes me kind of want to read that. Okay. I know you're supposed to be here 10 minutes. We've already gone 20, but that's okay.
Oh,
I enjoyed it.
We're having fun.
Well, yeah. I want you to reiterate one more time what's going to be happening Saturday down in Greenville with the book signing. Go ahead.
Okay. Again, the book signing is in Greenville, December 28th at the Greenville Public Library. It's from 11 o'clock until 1 o'clock. So be there. I'm expecting a crowd. We're going to come meet me, take pictures, and get your autographed book signed. So I look forward to seeing everyone to come out, support me. I know my hometown is not going to let me down. So I thank you in advance. I hope to see everybody, take pictures with everybody. It's just a blessing that I'm able to come back home. This is my first book signing. My very first, so I had to bring it home first to bless my family and my friends. So please come out and support.
Do you plan on writing more books?
I do. I actually do. I have some children books in the works. Also some more self-help books. I love giving advice. I'm an encourager by nature. So I do plan on pursuing more writing and this is not the first you're going to hear from me.
Okay. All right. A mother of three, husband. How long have you been married?
We just celebrated 14 years of marriage
14. Wow.
on December the 17th. So it is a blessing from God. Y'all got to get the book because it tells of our love story. And for all of the women and men that's out there that's looking for love, just be patient, pray to God, and wait for God. That's the key. Wait for God. Don't do it on your own.
I've been waiting, but I haven't got a chance to find it. I've been waiting.
She's coming.
Come.
She's coming. She's on the way.
Okay. All righty. Ms. LaWanda Burrell, thank you so much for stopping by, letting us know that this coming Saturday, 11 o'clock at the Public Library down in Greenville, book signing, and the new book, her very first book. And she says, you're not defined by what others think about you. Dream big and work harder. And I'm sure you're going to be doing just that.
Yes. Okay.
11 o'clock Saturday at the Public Library. A young lady from Greenville, Alabama. And you are still a young lady.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Good luck to you on this
you.
one and the others to come. Good luck.
Thank you. God bless and Merry Christmas.
All righty. Thank you there, Mrs. Burrell. For stopping by. We're going to take a short time out here and we'll be right back. Name of the program is It's For Real. Costee J filling in for Killer Dilla.